yourself one group reason not to fight for Biafra. The only reason is to make yourself relevant, abuse other people, attack people, push your propaganda, and support your brother or your sister or whoever that is paying your bills, and that is it. You don't even care if what you are doing is right. You don't even care what is the leaders of the struggle saying. You don't even care. The directive of the leaders that is very clear and open. They are not giving that directive in secret. They have given so many directives in the open. Yet it is difficult for you to understand, difficult for you to digest. How else am I going to explain to you? How else am I going to explain this to you to make you understand? How else? Every one of us, we should focus more on the preaching message of unity. This is the time. This is the time for us to unite. Unite in one mind, in one heart, and do things. I saw the video, I was in the video that our sister, I think that should be Sister Olewune, the Reverend Sister, who is part of the cabinet, made a video. And I saw her video. She spoke well on that video. You know, for me, when I see you, you say something that is reasonable, I will play your video. Her message was very straight and clear, and I love the message. And that is why I'm bringing her to this platform. I don't just bring people for platform to promote them or to do anything. No, I bring people in my platform when they have said something reasonable, when they have made a point. And when I saw that video, she made a very important point. And I feel I should play that video for you to listen. Because we need voices. Everybody needs to be speaking. Everybody needs to be speaking about this unity. Maybe those who are pushing their lies can maybe change their mind and do things right. So let us listen to the message this our sister has. Let's listen to her message. You never can tell. Maybe her word is going to win a soul. So let's listen to what she has to say.
Good morning, Biafrans. I just want to let us know that it's time for us to wise up. It's amazing how our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, continue to stand strong and continue to ask us to be united. I don't know why it's so difficult, even for those who say they are very intelligent, even for those who have read, even for those who are professors, doctors, engineers. Why is it difficult to listen to Simon? Everybody's calling Simon. But then this gentleman is asking you to be united. To be united. We all want Biafra. Why is it that, to be honest, it marvels me. I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start.
Start from anywhere.
Everybody wants to be a leader. Nobody's acknowledging the contribution of their fellow Biafrans.
At all.
No matter how little.
Nobody acknowledges each other. Nobody.
Everybody wants to project themselves as the person that needs to be listened to. But the so-called leader that's leading you, Simon Ekpa, you're not listening to him. Each time he comes in court, you always say, we are united, we are one. You come in front of him, you embrace him, we embrace him, and then we go out and we still become act like little children. Scrambling for sweets. I don't really understand it. Is it that common sense is no longer common?
It is not common, my sister. Common sense is not common, have never been common.
And this is someone Ekpa, but none of you is listening to him. It's like whatever he's saying is
They are not
just
listening
over your head.
They are not
Nobody is
listening.
listening to him.
at all.
This unity, which was what I came to social media to tell us, he wants us to be united. And he has said it in front of everybody. Still, you're so bent in your own little corner, in your own encyclopedia of equality. When are you going to stop this nonsense? When are we going to stop this nonsense?
More people should start speaking. Maybe they will stop. More of you should stop.
Everybody's making a caricature of themselves without knowing it. Your leader said, we are one. But then you continue to divide yourself into groups, insignificant groups. Because as far as BM is concerned, all this group is insignificant.
Insignificant.
What you want is just one Biafra.
Simple.
No matter what you say on social media, it doesn't
Simple.
make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
No matter how you project yourself, it doesn't make any sense.
I agree with you
All
100%.
we want is one Biafra.
One Biafra.
And it's time you get that into your school and stop this social media nonsense
Yes.
from A to Z. You have to stop it. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
If you can't be united, just stop talking about Simon Ekpa, stop talking about Nnamdi Kanu, because
Simple.
these two are united in one goal. If you can't be united, stop talking about them. Stop using their name. Constitution need on this could not. When I know
At all.
more. The childishness is getting too much. It's getting too much. Old women and old men behaving badly all the time in social media, scrabbling for what I don't know. And you want people to be following you?
Audio.
Time to wise up and unite. We are one Biafra. Nothing more, nothing less.
Thank you, my sister. That was a very amazing message. I saw the message after listening. I said, no, it's worth sharing. It's worth sharing. I just wish and hope that more people will be making videos of this type. And let's see, just maybe, more people can be able to begin to reason properly, because a lot of people are not reasoning. Just like she says, scrambling for what all those things they are doing doesn't make sense. Jumping for recognition and what, it doesn't make sense. All those non-social media rubbish doesn't make sense. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, you'll be surprised what will happen. Many of them will become, and many of them will turn back and begin to attack him. What matters to our leaders is one Biafra, not two, not three. One Biafra. One Biafra. I just pray that more people will begin to add their voice. Just maybe, things can be done right. All hope is not lost. So let's go again and listen to one of the programs that was conducted by Mazanga also. Let's hear what Mazanga has to say, one of his conclusive messages on this case.
Has the prosecution actually proved the case against the Jews to the standard required by the European law? That's where the standard comes. That is the standard I expect from the Court of Appeals. Whether today, whether Monday, whether Tuesday.
Here, Dr. Mazanga is talking about the standards that the Finnish court is using to judge Mazi Simon Ekpa, or is used to pass their judgment. You know, as somebody who read international, a professional, somebody who has qualified knowledge on international law, he's making his own impact with a very big platform, speaking, and people that matters listen to him. Some people who cannot even listen to us are listening to him. Important personalities are going to his platform. So I love it. That's why when I see his program, I don't run away from it. And when I see it, I don't miss it. Any program he drops, I don't miss it. So I want us to listen to his argument. Let's listen to the argument of Dr. Mazanga.
As the prosecution actually proved the case against the accused to the standard required by the European law. That's where the comes. That's the standard I expect from the Court of Appeal in Finland, whether today, whether Monday, whether Tuesday, whether Friday, whether Wednesday. But please tell me, it's you. The lesson here is not simply my international solidarity that has stood behind the accused. I have exposed the fake in Nigerian intelligence evidence that is on trial, not Simon Ekpa. It is Nigerian government under the former Attorney General Abubakar Malami and Ojukwu, the wife of the late Ojukwu, who fought for the same Biafra, who wanted to betray because of this. As a voluntary public defense expert for the voiceless across the globe, that is the principle I bring to this one. Justice must never depend upon political power.
Yes,
of the state.
Just like we said.
Justice must depend
the same thing I said.
Evidence and EU law.
Yes.
Full stop. If you have a problem, go and look for the right transformer somewhere and to the nation. Because if you don't do this, there is a higher court that will make me very happy. And in a higher court, there is no use selecting one lawyer to go. I will go with mine because I will go as an interested party. Believe me or not, I am not yet done. I am not yet done with Finland. Please, I thank President Staff to take this message. I am not yet done. Thank you for allowing us to be here. I have behaved so well, and I have done my job, and there is no interference. Thank you. But there, we are still struggling with you until you pay me. You pay you know I'm not being paid. Mr. Tommy will be paid, but not me. Me, I'm just struggling to bring justice, to tell people that even us from Africa, we have a right to stay wherever we are. We should not be oppressed. We should not be subjected to unfair laws. Whatever happens here, I move to clear the name of, I will move to clear the name of Simon Ekpa elsewhere. Thank you very much. God bless you. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That is for me today. Saturate this clip. Let it go hard. That's my submission. I'm going to attach the submission itself in writing so that in case. I want some people in Biafra to start thinking also. Don't just look for power. Think, sit down and think like a Mazi.
Yes.
I want to save my brother.
Yes.
Thank you. God bless. God bless.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mazanga. He's doing a very great job. He has just repeated it again. He's working as a humanitarian free. Nobody's paying him. He has just said it again. For those of you who are confused, he is working a humanitarian job. Nobody is paying him. And he said he's standing his ground. Whatever be the outcome, and that is how it is. Whatever be the judgment they pass, it doesn't end there. He's going further to pursue the case. He's going further to pursue the case. Because, when he speaks, he understands what he's talking about. We know what the world is. The world is not fair. The world, we don't have a fair world. We are in a world where anything goes. Anything is possible. So you don't underestimate anything. Anything can happen. So that is why when we are talking, you don't just hands off and say it is over. It is not yet over until it's over. So we must continue to praise God. There is one other video he made. I think that one I'm going to play it tomorrow. On our tomorrow program, I'm going to play his other submission. He made another submission that he just posted. I'm going to share that submission tomorrow. I couldn't be able to get it down. I've gone today. So in my tomorrow program, I'm going to be able to play that very submission so that we can equally listen. Some of us who have not listened to it, or some of us who could not be get to it, you hear it, or those who have heard it, we will listen to it together and reason together in it. This is one of the, throughout the whole case, I have been following Dr. Mazanga and the information she's given, the advice he has been given, and the interpretation of the law in his own side is excellent. Excellent. He has done an excellent job. While Nigerian government is busy trying to suppress and make sure that we are not heard, he is pushing hard, pushing hard, and pushing hard. So we appreciate him, and we will continue to appreciate him. No matter what happens, we will continue to appreciate him. So our leaders, we are standing with them, and we continue to remind the world of what transpired. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when we talk about Nigerian government can lie. Remember when Nigerian government lied? When they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu extraordinary, they said it was Interpol. They even accused Interpol. Nigerian government lied with it. There was a time they lied with it. Even this Finnish government, Nigeria used them to lie. Nigerian government used them to lie and posted a letter, they say Finland said, which was not sent by Finland. They claimed that Interpol was the one that helped them to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was a lie. And I think I still have that. Let's listen to that video. When they claimed that Interpol kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we know it was a lie. So this is a country that nobody can believe.
There are a lot of people who believe that the pace at which the Interpol International and Interpol Nigeria are working is quite interesting. They point to the fact that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed group, IPOB, it didn't take long for them to grab him from the same Kenya and get him down to Nigeria. And he's facing justice now. That's why this is like a case of we're following process, diplomatic channels, etc., etc.
Believe you me, I want to tell you I don't know what you are talking about. All I know.
You seems like to know exactly what we are talking about here.
No. You are bringing an issue that Interpol is not aware of. Let me define.
Did you hear that? They were bringing the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, comparing with somebody who had declared wanted and therefore. And this Interpol chief is explaining to them that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with Interpol. But Nigeria look at their Nigerian media. AIT was claiming that Interpol was involved, and this man is repeating it, is reporting what they said. Just listen.
Role of Interpol so that you can understand. Interpol is an international police organization that assists law enforcement agencies within the 196 countries to look for a fugitive that runs or is hiding. And if you look at all the other fugitives that are brought to face justice in Nigeria, they have the link, those who are involved with Interpol. So I don't want to talk about the issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he came into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago.
Did you hear it? He said it in black and white. Interpol were not aware how they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. They were not part of it. But when they brought Malami stood on a national TV and said that they brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into Nigeria through the help of Interpol. To show you how evil Nigeria is, how they can lie. Look at the Interpol chief denying it openly. But Malami came on national TV and said that Interpol helped them to bring, and that is why this presenter was asking him about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, how they succeeded in bringing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And look at it. It was all a made-up story, a lie.
Interpol. So I don't want to talk about the issue of Kanu, who brought him back to Nigeria. I'm not aware how he was brought back to Nigeria or how he came into Nigeria. Interpol is not aware. We stated this long time ago, and we made it categorically clear. So it's not a question. There are what we call police-to-police relationship, international police cooperation. Another police, it does not necessarily bring Interpol. Okay. If one police and another exchange a suspect is running from them, they can have an international police cooperation that out of the scope of Interpol.
Okay.
However, if a notice is given to an individual, like blue notices, when the inmates in Kuje prison escaped,
yes,
we did a biometric capture of those suspects, and we shared it with the international community. We shared it with our law enforcement agencies. Many of them were re-apprehended because we have their biometrics. Now, in the issue of raid notice, where a raid notice is issued under the federal court that issued that notice of arrest, that is warrant of arrest for such international.
Yes.
It will go to the Interpol, we'll process it, we'll look at it, we'll look at the charges, and then we'll issue a raid notice.
Okay.
On that raid notice, we bring back culprit to best justice because all the 196 countries will be looking for that individual.
Would sincerely like to thank you, retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, Garba Umar, who is currently the Vice President of Interpol Africa Region. Thank you, sir, for coming on the news app.
Thank you for having me.
You see that? But you know that Nigeria claimed, they claim that Interpol was involved in Mazi Simon Ekpa case. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that it was Interpol that took Mazi Simon Ekpa. You remember that? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You remember that? So this is a country that Finland is dealing with. This is a country that somebody will begin to look and say, how can you believe a country of this nature? A country that lies, constantly lies. A country that will do this fake statement just to satisfy their ego. We have seen it over and over again, over and over again. It is so sad. And because of all this, and that is why we are telling Finland, they have the opportunity to clear themselves. They have the opportunity to clear the mistake they have made. And we know they have a good reputation. It is time for them to redeem themselves. There's another video that caught my interest. Let's see it on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also, and those who talking trash about him.
Now, as a Nigerian, if you are happy that this man is live in prison, you are stupid. The reason why you are stupid, because you are very stupid. That is the answer. If you are happy that Nnamdi Kanu is live in prison today, as a Nigerian, I'm not talking about Ariwa people, I'm talking about Nigeria, because this man have been fighting for all Nigerians.
Absolutely.
He's a leader of Biafrans. But what is the consequences of Biafra? The reason why he demands for Biafra because of the bad governance of Nigeria and no a good economic systems. A terrorist country, and he's not ready to keep going inside a terrorist country, banditry country, Boko Haram country. He decided to demand for the peace country. He wants to live in peace with his
Tell them.
We Ariwa people, we are ready to keep living life with bandits from Boko Haram. We defend them as Muslim, as they are our brothers.
Tell them.
Because Sheikh Kumi always called them our brothers,
Yes.
our fighters, our armies in the bushes. This man is not ready to keep going, to keep living life in a terrorist country, Boko Haram country. That is why those people demand for.
Absolutely. Thank you, my brother.
I ask myself, I study myself. I use my time to study everything. I use this history that you people are talking about. I go through the history. This man is fighting for Nigeria. At the same time, he's fighting for Biafra because Nigeria is not possible. He have demand for a good governance, but no way. He's now demanding for Biafra because Biafra are not ready to live their life in a Boko Haram country, terrorist country. That is the reason today this man is in jail, alive and president.
That was a northerner speaking. The person that you just heard his voice is somebody from the north. He's not a Biafran. He's a man from the north that you just heard his voice, making a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And there are several videos like that. There are several videos that are that. But the enemies, those who want to see us dead, they will continue to lie against us. They will continue. A northerner, look at a northerner, somebody from the north, making a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, telling you the truth and nothing but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just fighting for the Biafran people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for Biafra Kule. He's fighting for humanity. In fact, his fight is for everybody. If Biafra is free today, Arewa will be free. Oduduwa will be free. The Middle Belters will be free. Everybody will have an independent place where we can respect each other. That is all he's asking for. And instead of listening to him, what did they do? They give him life sentence. What did he do? Simply because he was asking for his right. He was asking for the rule of law. They gave him life sentence. How long shall we continue on this kind of nonsense? For how long? Shall we continue on this madness? It is sad. But no matter what happens, we will never give up. So, wherever you are watching this program from, if you have not yet shared, please kindly like and share the program. As we are rounding up, and tomorrow, remember we have our program tomorrow morning, still on the conclusion of the case of Mazi Simon, the closure of Mazi Simon case. We are still going to talk about some important issues and many reports that is going to come out tomorrow morning. So be with us tomorrow morning. If you're not yet subscribe, like, and share. And when you have an opinion you want to discuss with us, each time you join us, just send a request. If you send a request, I will bring you in and you make a contribution. Either you are watching on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, any place you want to join us from, send your request. I will bring you in, and then the whole world will be listening to you. And if you have a question, you can ask. We'll respond to you. If you have a superior argument, we are ready to listen. If you have a contribution, we are equally ready to listen. So I thank you all who have been able to join us on this platform, on today's program, and I pray that Chukwu will guide and protect every single one of you wherever you are. I pray that Chukwu will continue to guide and protect every one of us. I pray that Chukwu will continue to give us the wisdom, knowledge, and strength to overcome, no matter what happens. So we are going to be rounding up on the program. At the end of this program, I am going to be playing the message of Mazi Simon Ekpa. That message is a very strong message. I want us to listen. These are old messages he preached, but old messages. So when you reflect to these old messages, you know where we are coming from and where we are going, and things have transpired in the past. That is why I'm playing all those messages. They are very important. They are very important. When you listen to them, it will help you to be able to digest things that happened in the past, where we are coming from, and things that we have overcome along the line. So continue to pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa as we are waiting for his final speech and the conclusion of the court. We'll keep our hope high and we continue to pray. If you're a Christian, pray more. If you are a Muslim, or you are a Hindu, or you are a Jewish, you are a traditionalist, pray and pray and pray. Be on your knees. All hope is not lost and the case is not over until it's not over. Anything is possible. The global conspiracy is still activated, it's still active. If Nigeria can be able to bribe Donald Trump camp, if they can be able to pay money up to the extent that Donald Trump camp is no longer talking about the issue of genocide. They are no longer talking about genocide. Even today, they are even supporting Tinubu, giving unnecessary excuse why they will not release Tinubu's file of terrorism. Tinubu's file of drug, they don't want to release it, telling us that it's a security risk. Kidnapping Maduro, a sitting president, going to Venezuela to kidnap a sitting president is not a risk. It doesn't create a security risk. But releasing the information of a criminal that has become a problem is what they call security risk. It is not releasing that very file is what is security risk. When you don't release it, it is what is security risk. That is what is not security. But when you release it, it will down the tension, because a lot of people have already that. That is the main bone of contention. That very file is the main bone. Release it so that people can know the truth and have their peace. But the more you continue to hide that information, you are destabilizing the country. But somehow, you see, they come and tell you that they will not release the information because releasing the file is going to cause a security risk. This is madness. So if Donald Trump can become that corrupt, if they can become that corrupt, how much more? Who again would they buy? Who would they buy? That is when you're looking at the case of Mazi, even though we know 100% that based on the rule of law and fairness, Mazi Ekpa would not spend a minute there. If they base on international law, based on the rule of law, Mazi Ekpa will be absolutely free. But because we are living in a world that is corrupt, in a world where people's interests, countries' interests come first before humanity. They don't care about humanity. Don't mind all these people that are talking about human rights, humanity, this one. They don't believe in it. They only promote humanity when it supports their interests. They only talk about humanity when it protects their interests. If it doesn't protect their interests, they come mind you. Imagine that man saying that thing. You went to a country, a sitting president, you went and carried a sitting president because you accuse him of being a drug peddler. You went into the country and kidnapped that president. That did not cause a security risk. Come on to release a document that have a fake document of information on somebody who is using fake something to rule a country. That is already causing that secret of Tinubu is the thing causing insecurity in Nigeria today. That is why you have so many politicians that don't have certificates. That is why Tinubu went and now signed a bill that nobody can challenge you. If you become a president, you get a political post with a fake document, nobody will challenge you. Tinubu just signed a bill that if you take a position, a governor or whatever, with a fake certificate, nobody can go to court and remove you. What other thing that is causing insecurity more than that? And we are telling you to release information. You say you will not release it. Christian genocide that you carried here, you talk about Christian genocide, you talked about it. You sent delegates, they came to Nigeria and saw Christian genocide firsthand. They saw it firsthand. Today, they have killed it because of $9 million. They are no longer talking about it. They are no longer talking about Christian genocide. All of a sudden, you even came in and you made the case worse. You came in and you made the case worse by even dropping that bomb. You made the case worse. Today, the terrorists have known that you are a toothless barking dog, that you can't do anything. It's just seems as if even the intervention of US in that Christian genocide have not empowered them. Since that intervention, they have killed more people than ever. Since the Donald Trump intervention, they have taken more life than ever. And today, they're no longer talking about it because it's about business. Everything to them under Donald Trump government is business. Business. A very big disappointment to us. It's a shame. But in everything, we give thanks to God. Chukwu Okike have a reason why he allows certain things to happen. Many of us will so much put hope on man, including myself. At a point in time, we put so much hope on men. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that Biafra will be the last Biafra on the planet. And he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, one of the brokers, said Biafra will come in such a way. Biafra will come in such a way that when you look back and look from, you will say it is only God. No human being will take the glory of Biafra. It will come in such a way that no human being on the planet Earth will take the glory. Because we are already giving the glory to Trump. And Chukwu Okike twisted everything. We must continue to be strong and focused. By the grace of God, our victory will come from the angle that we don't even believe is going to come. So let's continue to pray for our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Continue to pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa, and we'll remain hopeful and wait for whatever will be the value. So join me tomorrow morning. If you have not yet subscribe to our channel, like and share. Join us tomorrow morning for another section in the morning so that we can be able to carry on our activities and get it to the last place. Our part in this media is information, encouragement, and education. That is what we do. And we will commit to do that based on Biafra. We don't belong to any group. We don't belong to any party. We belong to Biafra. Under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, that's where we belong. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you. I will play that very message of Mazi Simon Ekpa after this closing intro. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow morning. Remember, bless my people of Biafra. Thank you and God bless every one of you wherever you are.